Hey, my name is Keisha Tucker. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I grew up right outside of it. When I was 5 or 6, moved to a town called Randolph. And yeah, I started working there when I was probably like 14 or 15 at an IHOP down the street. I worked as a hostess. And I also had another job on the sides. Probably about a year later, started working at a Lantana's down the street as a functioning waitress. So it's where they had, weddings and all that, and I did like catering. It wasn't until after high school that I started working in entertainment. I auditioned at a Six Flags New England, and I was in the shows department. First started doing characters and everything, and then moved up to doing shows, dancing and singing and shows. I also got hired to work for Marvel character appearances as Storm, so I did shows as Storm. I've wanted to come to California since a very early age, probably since I can remember, even before 8 years old. I always knew I wanted to be an actress or a performer. Always loved making people laugh and dancing. My mom put me in dancing when I was little, so yeah, I loved movies and TV, and I knew that that's where it all was happening. So I was like, I'm going to LA, where it's sunny and warm, and I can be on TV and be in movies. There was nothing that really sparked my decision to move out here, since I knew that I wanted to be out here from an early age. I just came out here right after schooling was over, and I was just like, since I worked at Six Flags in New England, maybe I'll work at Six Flags out there. I did that. I lived off of savings. I started working at Universal Studios in their shows also, and yeah, I just kept going with that theme. And it wasn't long until I started doing background extra work. I just had people tell me about that when I first moved here, and that was the way to get into the union. So I did that for a few years when I first came out to LA. I actually moved to the Valley first because I moved in with a friend. I wanted to move in on somebody's couch and then really work hard to find my own place while I was there, and that's exactly what I did. Found an apartment with other roommates and found a car shortly after that with the help of some friends. Working in background, doing extra work, you meet a lot of people, so that is where I learned where to go for stunt training, where all the other stunt people would go. And so when I finally got into the union, I had my first stunt job in 2008. So while training with other stunt people, and even acting with other actors and acting classes, you meet a lot of people, and they are the ones who will be referring you sometimes to other jobs, people who are hiring, because they know your skill set, what you can do, how you can act, how you can fight or whatever. And that's exactly what happened with Black Panther, actually. I had a friend who was doubling for Okoye that she referred me to the coordinator. I submitted my stuff, and that's how I got into Black Panther mainly. And yeah.